This news program is proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Now Biscuits.
Prime Minister departs for World Economic Forum. Polling materials for Day District received. And government calls for illegal firearms to be removed. A very good evening. This is National EMTV News. I'm Nicole Rama. Thank you for joining us. Prime Minister James Marape departed today to Switzerland to attend the 56th Annual World Economic Forum.
Prime Minister James Marape will be attending the World Economic Forum annual meeting in Davos, Klosters, Switzerland. The forum will run from 19th to 23rd of January under the global theme Spirit of Dialogue. A press conference was held prior to the Prime Minister's departure, where he pointed out the reasons for his travel.
They're giving us prime time to make our presentation from a country perspective, as well as not just a prime time on the side booths, but in one of the main plenary halls, we're making our presentation. And in fact, they've asked us to speak from the context of our placement and how we balance our different bilateral relationships in the midst of hotly contested geopolitics in the Asia-Pacific region.
PM Marape further explained the Global Economic Forum, noting that it is the global hub of innovation and mindsets that influence the way public policies and economic conversations emerge into the future.
The World Economic Forum is the global hub of innovation, think tank, pace setting, and what I call futuristics or frontier mindsets that influence the way public policies and economic conversations emerges into the future. This is third year in a row where we have been given private invitation by the host themselves, the World Economic Forum. Other nations do not have that privilege.
PM Marape also noted that most of the nations PNG relates to are top economic countries in the world.
In Brazil. So I want to indicate to our country, we are not unnoticed by the world out there, and the World Economic Forum is a hub of, deep in the heart and soul of it, those business communities are mingling, present, and in discussion. Last year, I had the privilege of also that meeting.
In attendance, PM Marape will do presentations and engage in economic dialogue with representatives from other nations. Mimi Pio, National EMTV News.
During the press conference of the cabinet reshuffle yesterday, Prime Minister James Marape said the work of Kumul 23 will not be stopped, which is to extract illegal firearms. He is urging those in possession to return their guns willingly. Marape said his cabinet will look at schemes on how to retrieve all illegal guns.
These guns, most of them were paid for by others outside of these trouble-torn areas and passed on to young men who are holding these guns. I want to tell all these young men around India, you return your guns.
He stressed that his government will go into an amnesty period where guns must be removed willingly or the government will be forced to extract the guns.
But an amnesty period, a cut-off mark, and then you still hold onto this gun, we will hunt you down. Kumul 23, what you saw in Wapnumanda was not the full deployment of Kumul 23 force.
Marape warned the perpetrators to lay down their firearms and emphasized that the police will be out in tribal zones to do their work.
Governments out there, my police will be protected. My defense will be protected. You have an issue, you sue the state. But they will be out there and work. Enough is enough.
He announced that he will have a discussion with the provincial governors of Hela, Southern Highlands, Enga and Western Highlands to assist him and the police minister, Sir John Pundari, to stop lawlessness in the region.
Western Highlands Governor, Hela Governor, Southern Islands Governor, Enga Governor Sitaram, assist me and Sepundari in fixing this mess once and for all.
Meanwhile, Prime Minister James Marape said he will be directing his cabinet to relook at the government structure. Prime Minister James Marape said he will review the central agency's structures.
The entire central government agency we looked at. I'm also looking at the role of public service and DPM.
He highlighted that the first 2 months of this year will be focused on the central government agencies. Marape emphasized that by 31st March, all departmental heads must submit their reports on what they did or accomplished.
Also making sure Chief Secretary has greater power. One of the first amendments that will take place in March sitting and in June is that if all department heads do not submit report by 31st of March as to what they did, this offense that could see them being terminated on the spot.
He said enough is enough. The people deserve better service delivery.
Amendment in March and second amendment in May sittings will see restoring Chief Secretary's full power to making sure he's got ability to sack department heads who are not responding to key government policies. Let's talk about department heads.
Enga students studying at universities and colleges across the country are calling on local communities in Enga province to stop killing and threatening students following the tragic death of a young UPNG student during the recent holiday period. The call comes after late Aitawi Napo, a 26-year-old student studying Bachelor of Law at the University of Papua New Guinea, allegedly lost his life after a violent incident at Kumbaskam in Wapenamanda district on 31st December 2025. Speaking on behalf of the Enga Student Union, Malaki John Kumbi said Aitawe was attacked alongside 3 other young men during a clash linked to ongoing tribal conflicts. While the 3 survived and are currently receiving medical treatment, Aitawe suffered critical injuries and later died at Wabek General Hospital in the early hours of January 1st, 2026. The UPNG Enga Student Union described the killing as unacceptable and deeply painful, saying students should never become victims of violence when they return home to spend time with their families. The students are now demanding local leaders, families and communities to take responsibility to protect students and young people who attend universities and colleges, stressing that students are not part of tribal fighting and should never be targeted or caught in conflicts. The student body also called on law enforcement agencies to act decisively and ensure that those allegedly responsible for Aitawi's death are arrested and dealt with accordingly. Jacinta Dr. National EMTV News. Following the death of a 26-year-old student of the Palihu tribe in Wabek, a suspect is now facing murder charge after a voluntary surrender to police took place in Wapenamanda. This was confirmed by the Acting Commissioner of Police, Samson Kua.
Acting Police Commissioner explained 6 suspects have been immediately identified and police are relying on the assistance of community leaders and tribal leaders to apprehend these suspects. He said Acting PPC Henga Chief Inspector Kelly Sombe and his team worked tirelessly, which has resulted in the surrender. A message of appeal have been conveyed to the Yakuman and Miok tribe, urging them for their support to hand over these suspects to the police. Police continue investigations into the death of late Nap with the support of local leaders. Benson Wema, National EMTV News.
PNG Power Limited acknowledged the concerns raised by Port Moresby General Hospital regarding the risk posed on patient safety and critical medical equipment and has reaffirmed that the hospital is a designated priority customer.
following an earlier media release highlighting the repeated power fluctuations affecting hospital operations. Chief Executive Officer Dr. Paki Molumi had engaged with PNG Power Limited CEO Paul Bailey to address the matter. PNG Power Limited acknowledged the concerns raised by Port Moresby General Hospital and has reaffirmed that stabilizing the hospital's power supply is their top priority. Steps are now being taken to stabilize the hospital's electricity supply and strengthen resilience for the future. Port Moresby General Hospital extends its gratitude to PNG Power Limited for responding quickly and identifying the cause of interruptions. The General Hospital experienced power outages due to strong winds, vegetation interference, and line hardware failure, all linked to Tropical Cyclone Cozy. As a result, the primary feeder was impacted and hospital load was transferred to alternate feeder 5, which also suffered storm-related faults. This rare sequence of simultaneous feeder failures explains why Port Moresby General Hospital experienced repeated interruptions. A new dedicated power line from the upgraded Kila Kila substation will be connected directly to Port Moresby General Hospital to ensure a stable and exclusive supply line. Mimi Pio, National EMTV News.
National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Chicken kebab saja, yum.
Beef stir fry.
Chicken curry, my favorite.
Kebabs for you,
Yum.
stir fry for you, and chicken curry for us.
Magic in every meal, one cube at a time.
Start your journey with Telecom. Stay online, informed, and in control from departure to destination. Maintain your connections wherever you are. Introducing Want to Travel eSIM, the all-in-one eSIM app available in over 150 countries. With instant activation, affordable no-contract data plans worldwide, high-speed internet, and multi-language support. Download Want to Travel eSIM app on your App Store for iPhone and Play Store for Android devices. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
Dreaming for more than the life we've known. There is more to what the future holds. Holy man, no walk one time. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to believe in incredible things. Oh, 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 oh. With money plus we're ready to go.
All small crafts going out at sea must consider simple safety requirements. Always check the weather report before going out at sea. Do not jump on a boat if the passengers or skipper have been drinking alcohol. Always remember to wear a life jacket. Take enough drinking water and food with you. Make sure you have a bucket, canvas for shelter, and a paddle for emergency. Always take extra fuel on board and do not get on a boat that is overloaded. This message is authorized by the National Maritime Safety Authority.
High Time returns in February 2026. 2026. This February, join us on a brand new season of Kai Time. Hi, I'm Martha. Come February, join me on a new season of Kai Time, where we continue to inspire you to make simple, budget-friendly, and tasty meals for your family. Kai Time returns on February 4, 2026, right here on your number one to watch, EMTV.
You're watching National EMTV News. The polling materials for Day District arrived on a chartered flight yesterday at Kagamuga Airport in Mount Hagen.
The polling materials arrived at the airport around midday yesterday on a chartered PNG Air flight accompanied by the returning officer for Day District, Philip Telape. The materials were then transported to Kimininga Barracks, where they were locked up into containers. Returning officer Philip Telape in a press conference said they will open the containers for quality checks. He said polling will commence as per the schedule, which is on the 19th of this month.
It was scheduled on 17th Saturday, but we put it to Monday. So polling will start. The population of Day is around over 60,000 will go to poll. That's the eligible voters.
Telape said for the 51 wards in Day District, 59 polling teams have been sent out to these respective areas.
Polling officials selections have been done. We should put out the list by this week. Then we'll train them by the end of this week. AROs and ROs are training now, as of yesterday and then through to today. Both polling and counting.
He said due to safety concerns, an additional 8 teams were sent out to tribal war zones to help run a smooth polling.
But we'll arrange for a chopper and chopper will lift them, then pick them up again after polling.
He said the counting venue will be at Kimininga Barracks and will take 14 days, however may conclude earlier. Meanwhile, the campaign period is expected to conclude this week in preparation for polling. Mr. Telape revealed he will meet with the 25 candidates to brief them on the polling days and venues. Amanda Ilaitia, National EMTV News.
According to the Department of Personnel Management, public servants around the country will see their 3% pay rise to be paid on Wednesday, the 21st of January 2026. Department Secretary Thai Sansan in a circular dated 9 January 2026 said that the new rate came into effect from January 1st this year following a new salary fixation agreement that was signed between the department and the Public Employees Association on 30th October last year. The new salary fixation agreement provides for a general salary increase to be made to the public service performance-based salary structure and the current and new salary scales from its year 2026, 2027, and 2028. The salary scales are applicable to all agencies using the performance-based salary structure, 20-grade pay structure. Sansan stated that annual salary increases comprises 2 components applied to the midpoint of each scale, a 1.5 general increase across all grades, and a fixed amount equaling 1.5% of the average base salary for all active government employees. She reiterated that the implementation of the new PBSS scales from 2026 in pay number 2 of 2026 is due on pay period January 21st, together with the back payment of individual salaries effective from January 1st, 2026. Jacinta Doctor, National EMTV News. The national government is increasing its effort to support infrastructure development in the autonomous region of Bougainville.
Department of Works and Highways Secretary has highlighted some of these intentions undertaken by the government to fund Bougainville infrastructure.
Mr. Holemba said the Prime Minister has been the key advocate to ensure these fundings are allocated for development.
This year, the government has approved 0.5% of the tax credit funds to go to Bougainville to support the rebuilding of the infrastructure across Bougainville. So, on the total tax credit approved this year is 3% from the 1.5% we used to have. And now they have doubled it up. So we have a 3% tax credit. 1.5 goes to the project footprint areas, 1% outside of the project footprint areas, and 0.5% is specifically for ABG, Arab region. So hence, I think you've heard from the minister's remarks that we also scoped some sections of the highway, one of which I think he mentioned, PWM, you can take note of that and pick up the scope so we can try and include that in the program.
The leaders of Bougainville were commended for showing their strong leadership and partnership. Mr. Holemba explained Bougainville has 3 main national highways.
So we want to thank our development partners as well, like OSAID and others who are also on the island, who are supporting us. We thank everyone who is coming on board, and we look forward to implementing this road. This 40.7 million kina project for a 10-kilometer road section towards Arawa side. From Kokopau to Arawa is like 168 kilometers. PWM, am I correct? So it's around 168 kilometers. So you are starting around 161 coming back. So you actually, they're working from Arawa back. That's the road project you have now. So our government is concerned about right across the network, and Bougainville is one of them. They are putting our effort to focus and build it. So.
Secretary Holemba has also welcomed the appointment of regional member of Bougainville, Minister Peter Chamalili Jr. as the new Works Minister. Benson Wema, National EMTV News.
At the Aviation Industry Dedication and Blessing yesterday, New Sky Pacific Limited noted major investments in space-based aviation designed to complement the government's infrastructure.
In reference to the government's Connect PNG agenda, the CEO of New Sky Pacific Limited, Graham Blight, said New Sky is not only maintaining systems, but are also building for the future.
As the government advances its Connect PNG agenda, building roads, ports and wharves, New Sky's role in delivering the digital connectivity from gate to gate allows for every safe flight. Every reliable schedule and every connected province depends on invisible but critical air navigation infrastructure operating seamlessly in the background.
He noted that these initiatives ensure that Papua New Guinea is not just keeping pace with the region, but also sets a new benchmark in aviation safety and connectivity.
We're looking in New Sky. We've invested heavily. We have space-based ADSB, we have modern air traffic management systems, and we have highly integrated digital platforms. Papua New Guinea is no longer merely keeping pace with the region in several areas. And we are now setting the benchmark for the industry and the region as a whole.
He also stressed on collaboration across agencies as the company's digital infrastructure depends on physical infrastructure and regulatory frameworks. Isabella Narapal, National EMTV News.
The road link between Port Moresby and Lae has been completed, and Prime Minister James Marape is expected to commission the new road soon for public access.
Currently, gravelling work is in progress, and a team from the Department of Works and Highways is residing on site. The Secretary has been tasked to schedule a trip during this month or next month for Prime Minister to travel through as they do the commissioning.
As we speak, the road is fully connected, but we need the Minister and Prime Minister to commission it. That's the process of our public roads. We have to do the commissioning, and then it becomes safe.
For safety inspections, the Road Safety Authority is yet to conduct inspection of the road.
Our road safety officers need to drive and do an inspection to assess the road before we can open to public. And so that small part of the road commissioning activity has to take place.
The initial plan was to open the road link in December 2025, but due to the passing of the late Minister Mirsim, it did not eventuate. Benson Wema, National EMTV News.
Now we take a look at the Nest Fund market report. The Kina closed lower at $0.2344 in the interbank market. At Bank South Pacific, your Kina was buying $0.2269, $0.3365 Australian dollars, 0.1868 euro, 35.66 Japanese yen. Looking at commodity prices at New York close, gold is trading lower, coffee closed lower, cocoa closed lower, palm oil closed higher, crude oil is trading lower, and copper closed higher. On the stock market, the Dow Jones closed lower, the ASX 200 is trading higher, and the All Ordinaries is trading higher. National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family, living each day knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
Meet YumiPay, your digital wallet from TISA Bank. Your gateway to seamless transactions. Withdraw cash anytime at your nearest TISA agent. Send money to family and friends anytime, anywhere. Top up and pay with just a scan. From taxis to coffee and small businesses, YumiPay makes every payment simple. YumiPay, powered by TISA Bank.
All small crafts going out at sea must consider simple safety requirements. Always check the weather report before going out at sea. Do not jump on a boat if the passengers or skipper have been drinking alcohol. Always remember to wear a life jacket. Take enough drinking water and food with you. Make sure you have a bucket, canvas for shelter, and a paddle for emergency. Always take extra fuel on board and do not get on a boat that is overloaded. This message is authorized by the National Maritime Safety Authority.
Start your journey with Telecom. Stay online, informed, and in control from departure to destination. Maintain your connections wherever you are. Introducing Want to Travel eSIM, the all-in-one eSIM app available in over 150 countries. With instant activation, affordable no-contract data plans worldwide, high-speed internet, and multi-language support. Download Want to Travel eSIM app on your App Store for iPhone and Play Store for Android devices. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
EMTV is proud to announce that we are now offering tower rental spaces on the tallest tower in NCD and Central Province. Our new 80 meters television broadcasting tower proudly boasts an improved structure durability. It is versatile and suitable for various communications and broadcasting needs. It has a high internal load capacity, supporting multiple antennas and technologies simultaneously. This is your opportunity to optimize your transmission signal for wider coverage and extended reach. For co-location information, call 7723-3484 or email engineering@mtv.com.pg. MTV, your number one to watch.
You're watching National EMTV News. The Coffee Industry Act number 26 of 2025 has been officially certified and gazetted, paving the way for the establishment of a new coffee authority and major reforms in Papua New Guinea's coffee industry.
The Farmers and Settlers Association confirmed the development in a circular to its members and stakeholders, stating that the new legislation incorporates submissions and recommendations made by the association. According to the association president, Wilson Thompson, the Act provides for the establishment of a governing board, the appointment of a managing director, and the engagement of officers and staff for the Coffee Authority. It also establishes a Coffee Institute, strengthen research and extension services, and create both a coffee fund and a coffee incentive fund. The new act opens board representation to the wider industry. The legislation also outlines the powers of the Coffee Authority and the minister responsible for coffee, including licensing and inspection powers. Importantly, it provides for the distribution of the coffee levy to support research, extension services, and the operations of the authority. The reforms came amid a steady decline in coffee production. National output has dropped from 1.2 million green bean bags to 980,000 bags in 2023, 860,000 bags in 2024, and an estimated 750,000 bags in 2025. Government projections under the PNG Strategic Development Plan 2030 had initially targeted production of 6 million bags, later revised to 3 million bags under the Medium-Term Development Plan 4. Sharon Engnui, National EMTV News, Mount Hagen.
Metohea Health Center in the National Capital District conducted a one-day training on infection prevention and control for its health workers and support staff.
NCD Provincial Health Authority confirmed that the training was successfully conducted at Metohea Health Center in National Capital District to equip health workers and support staff with practical skills to prevent the spread of infections within the health facility. The topics covered included proper hand hygiene, use of personal protective equipment, waste management, cleaning and disinfection procedures, and safe patient care practices. The training was facilitated by NCD Provincial Health Authority in collaboration with public health partners, with the purpose to build capacity at frontline health facilities and reduce the risk of healthcare-associated infections. NCDPHA Chief Executive Officer Dr. Robin Oge commended the management of Metohea Clinic and IPC team for their effort, noting that community members must continue to practice good hygiene and support health workers in their efforts to keep the facility safe. Mimi Pio, National EMTV News.
A major health campaign in East New Britain is being hailed as a success. Health authorities say a targeted drug administration drive has exceeded critical targets in the fight against a disabling disease.
Health officials have reported a significant victory in their battle against lymphatic filariasis, commonly known as elephantitis. A recent focused drug rollout in 4 high-risk villages in the province has surpassed the crucial World Health Organization coverage target. The campaign, a joint effort by the Provincial Health Authority, the National Department of Health, World Health Organization and JICA, ran for 3 weeks late last year. Its goal was to interrupt the transmission of the parasitic disease that can cause severe swelling and disability. While celebrating the success, which saw daily coverage exceed the 85% threshold, officials are warning that the work is not over. Sustained vigilance is needed to ensure the disease does not return. Authorities say continued monitoring and community engagement will be essential to lock in this progress and move closer to officially eliminating lymphatic filariasis as a public health threat in the province. We will continue to follow the province's progress toward elimination. Amanda Ilaitia, National EMTV News.
Bulolo Development Authority has financed the travel of Evangelical Lutheran Church of PNG faithfuls from the district to the 2026 Synod on Siasi Island in Morobe Province.
Bulolo DDA chairman and local member Sam Basil Jr. confirmed that the delegation from the ELC Movement LLG who traveled to Siasi this week were supported with 5,000 kina. Basil Jr. said the delegation from the Buan Seket of ELC who traveled today to attend the synod also received a 5,000 kina support. He confirmed that apart from the funding assistance, the district has also donated food rations. Bulolo DDA had shipped a pallet of rice from Home State Corporation to the synod venue on Tuesday, as well as other necessary items. The local MP said this ensures that the church and delegates from Bulolo are supported to attend this national church event. He said that individuals who are not part of the delegation but can make their way to the synod venue will also be fed and looked after by the district. MP Basil Jr. and representatives from his office will attend the opening ceremony of the synod. Amanda Ilaitia, National EMTV News.
Earlier this week, a Catholic seminarian who has been in theology class for more than 10 years was ordained to be a deacon at Rabiamul by Archbishop Clement Papa. Rabiamul Cathedral was filled with Catholic faithfuls from Jiwaka and Western Highlands to witness the ordination of Deacon Jacob Tumun. The event began with a procession led by all priests in the Archdiocese of Mount Hagen, followed by His Excellency Archbishop Clement Papa and the seminarian who was to be ordained. After taking their seats in the cathedral, the event began with a mass led by one of the parish priests. In between the mass, Archbishop Clement Papa was given the time to go through the different processes of ordination. The now deacon is to be sent to Mapalga Parish to serve until he is recalled for priesthood. Archbishop Clement Papa said it is God's calling in Jacob's life that he is now a deacon.
Long life, long church, long uni. You can start with them on missionary goal. In a long time now, me kiss him this chair. Now I'm yet but go long him. As a Father Peter is talk finish long house slow too. Sample mark is start finish today. This long ordination from Deacon Jacob is so you may call on this Nupa chapter.
Thank you, Lord.
In his maiden speech, Deacon Tumun thanked everyone that brought him this far to be a deacon.
Thank you, Lord. One time, our community plan for me, outline for me, transplant for me. Said somehow, line, about one time, bringing me up. Thank you, Lord. Very spiritual for me, Lord. Big plus support, transport, Kaikai, organizing online, come and making this my day special. Thank you, too.
Deacon Tumun went through a total of 11 years of being seminarian and undergone tests of times to finally be given the title deacon, which is a final step before becoming a priest. National EMTV News continues after the break with Trukai Sports. Stay with us.
nuggets, there's a flavor for everyone. The best tasting snack, get a burst of gold nuggets, cheese flavor.
Mega wow!
Chicken flavor.
Mega wow!
Cheese onion flavor.
Mega wow!
Barbecue flavor. Mega wow!
When you're on the go, one more! One more!
Get that burst of gold nuggets flavor.
Mega wow!
Meet UmiPay, your digital wallet from TISA Bank. Your gateway to seamless transactions. Withdraw cash anytime at your nearest TISA agent. Send money to family and friends anytime, anywhere. Top up and pay with just a scan. From taxis to coffee and small businesses, UmiPay makes every payment simple. UmiPay, powered by TISA Bank.
Start your journey with Telecom. Stay online, informed, and in control from departure to destination. Maintain your connections wherever you are. Introducing Want to Travel eSIM, the all-in-one eSIM app available in over 150 countries. With instant activation, affordable no-contract data plans worldwide, high-speed internet, and multi-language support. Download Want to Travel eSIM app on your App Store for iPhone and Play Store for Android devices. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living each day, knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
Even if we are non-aligned, we must show commitment and trust to whoever we engage with.
Returning in February 2026 is In Focus, your weekly news and current affairs talk show, which presents in-depth commentaries, discussions, and analysis of the major current affairs issues in Papua New Guinea and in the region.
The Tolai people as well that were left behind.
Super funds have grown from just under 2 billion kina industry to now 20 billion kina.
We engage in discussions with decision makers and experts across politics, government, history, industry, economics and business, as well as health, social, cultural and environmental issues, keeping you well informed right here on your number one to watch, EMTV.
Trukai Sports.
Welcome to Trukai Sports. The SPPNG Hunters are nearing the end of their Block 2 of pre-season training, with resilience and friendly competition driving the team forward.
Hunters player Joshua Maire describes their training progress as it nears end.
Pre-season has been good. There's a lot of new boys. I think last year's playing squad, most of the boys have gone out. Some new opportunities and they've went out. Most of the new boys are coming in, and I think mainly that we've been working on combinations and skill stuff for the past few weeks, back in Block 1 till now. So yeah, I think pre-season has been good. There's a lot of new things from the coaches we've been going through. And yeah.
Assistant coach Wesa Tenza notes the friendly competition in practice that pushes players to perform better while striving hard to be in the Hunters.
Big competition in the team, which is Mipla, our coaches Mipla like him Logan. Big competition for the position for the team. Most of the boys are new, some are old because of the team. Most of the boys that left us and went away. It's good that competition of solo team so that the best team sport.
As SP Hunters approach the end of Block 2 of pre-season training, they are confident in the progress of their training. Isabella Narapal, Trukai Sports.
Papua New Guinea Rugby Football League has launched its inaugural gender strategy, aiming to advance gender equality in the sport.
With this launching, PNG RFL is set as the first rugby league national federation in the world to have a detailed gender equality framework. The gender strategy created by the PNG RFL and stakeholders has 4 key areas, which are participation, leadership, visibility, and a safe, respectful environment. The strategy will work to provide a safe and empowering environment that enables women, men, girls, and boys to participate and lead at all levels of the game.
Of this country, equal participation and gender equality. It's one of the directive principles that this nation was built upon. The Vision 2050 talks about women. The MTDP4 talks about women. The PNG sports policy talks about women. So in that space, we got alignment to that. So it is more than just rugby league and girls in that space. It is about women empowerment across the nation and developing better people in the community.
PNG RFL CEO Stanley Ondina highlighted the significance of this strategy, as PNG RFL is the first to have this initiative.
It was said that it's one of the first in the world, so to speak, to have a female strategy in the game. And that's something we stand proud of at this juncture to see. And more than just being the first in the world, it adds more value to the context of this country, where our male out there will have to comprehend and absorb this strategy and be a player in this as well. While the focus is on women, our male folks need to respect women with care, with love, and with support, and also acknowledge and appreciate that women are equal as men.
With this strategy in place, the league stakeholders can now drive progress for women and girls. Isabella Narapal, Trukai Sports.
Trukai Sports continues after the break. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports.
Some days feel grey until someone brings back your smile. Happiness, sometimes all it takes is a bite or a scoop.
Late again?
And sometimes it's waiting in the freezer just for you.
Share the love, share the happiness in every moment with Gala.
Gala Yum.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living each day, knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad. All small crafts going out at sea must consider simple safety requirements. Always check the weather report before going out at sea. Do not jump on a boat if the passengers or skipper have been drinking alcohol. Always remember to wear a life jacket. Take enough drinking water and food with you. Make sure you have a bucket, canvas for shelter, and a paddle for emergency. Always take extra fuel on board and do not get on a boat that is overloaded. This message is authorized by the National Maritime Safety Authority.
Meet UmiPay, your digital wallet from TISA Bank. Your gateway to seamless transactions. Withdraw cash anytime at your nearest TISA agent. Send money to family and friends anytime, anywhere. Top up and pay with just a scan. From taxis to coffee and small businesses, UmiPay makes every payment simple. UmiPay, Powered by TISA Bank.
A closer look, EMTV's half-an-hour program that brings you real in-depth stories on Papua New Guinea's most prevalent current affairs. This platform aims to educate, inform, and discuss issues on politics, health, education, infrastructure, resources, climate change, among other stories that affect the people of Papua New Guinea. Tune in 7 p.m. Sundays only on your number one to watch, EMTV.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always Trukai. Trukai, true inspiration through generations.
You're watching Trukai Sports. PNG Hunters assistant coach and former PNG Kumul's hooker, Wesa Tenza, has noted the rise in talented players vying for a spot in the final Hunters squad as pre-season nears completion.
Tenza says they are 2 weeks into their second block of pre-season training and the competition in camp is high amongst both new and senior players.
It's good that competition of style team so that the best team spot. That's what we wanted.
He says the management is looking at having a friendly match to give the players an opportunity to execute what they have practiced in the past weeks.
Coach Paul, and Totoglo organized one tried one the Mibla, one the team, but at the end of the week we should know.
The former Kumul expressed that the coaching staff are looking at all aspects of the game to get the most suitable players in the first 70-man playing squad, and that is up to the players to tick the boxes.
So the competition, the best on the training field, we put inside the team. Discipline, everything comes in.
Since taking on the role as assistant coach alongside Enoch Maki following the departure of Puara Jr., Tenza is finally settling with the Hunters.
Yeah, me first me come join him last year. Big la sudro na film, but lucky for me, Coach Enoch and Coach Paul is two plus staff. They help me a lot. The transition from a player to being a coach, it's a big step for me, but they help me a lot, and now me feel alright in league.
With the World Cup coming up, the Hunters coaching staff and players have it at the back of their mind to be the best to represent the country wherever possible. Charlie Dumavi, Trukai Sports.
Facing the media at the time after her announcement as the PNG Chief's Chief Executive Officer, Lorna McPherson is proud to have been entrusted with the responsibility as she assumes the role in a month's time.
McPherson didn't mince around but stated that at some point what started today will bring the NRL title to PNG.
Just the start of a new journey to take us even better, and believe me, we will bring that NRL trophy home to Papua New Guinea at some point in time.
McPherson is yet to assume her role as the Chief Executive Officer of PNG Chiefs, but is proud to lead a team that is carrying the dreams and hopes of the people of Papua New Guinea in the game of rugby league.
I want to create the most fantastic team, but one that reflects the culture, it reflects the pride of Papua New Guinea.
She says she will make sure that a strong team is appointed to run the PNG Chiefs when it fields the first team.
Now, I will start and be very clear the fact that equality will be key on all our agenda because we are all equal. So we will start that way.
It all started in 2010 when McPherson arrived on the shores of Papua New Guinea and attended a rugby league match at the old Lloyd Robson Oval. She said she will make sure that the team represents the people of Papua New Guinea in the best possible way. Papua New Guinea Rugby Football League CEO Stanley Hondina also welcomes the appointment of McPherson as a woman that has been around the game.
That women can lead and do what men can do, so we are excited about her appointment, but it gives more value to what we are doing in the leadership space with the game.
Charlie Dumavi, Trukai Sports.
That ends Trukai Sports. The Morning Plus weather report is next. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports. True Kai Sports.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Kai. True Kai, true inspiration through generations.
Start your journey with Telecom. Stay online, informed, and in control from departure to destination. Maintain your connections wherever you are. Introducing Want to Travel eSIM, the all-in-one eSIM app available in over 150 countries. With instant activation, affordable no-contract data plans worldwide, high-speed internet, and multi-language support. Download Want to Travel eSIM app on your App Store for iPhone and Play Store for Android devices. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
It's Jaylee. Are you ready for the ultimate sports experience? From the streets of Port Moresby to the global stage, we're bringing you the best of local and international sports. Profiles on PNG's rising and legendary stars, in-depth coverage of the biggest tournaments, and all the latest sports news. It's all coming back in 2026. Mark your calendars. Thursdays at 7 p.m, returning February 2026. More action, more stories, and more sports passion. See you in February 2026. Only on your number one to watch, EMTV.
Dreaming for more than the life we've known. There is more to what the future holds. You me holy man, no walk one time. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to believe in incredible things. Oh, 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 oh. With money plus we're ready to go.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
The MoneyPlus weather report for the next 24 hours. In the southern region, Port Moresby partly cloudy with possible few showers, Darrow partly cloudy, Kerema partly cloudy with some showers, Alatau partly cloudy with possible few showers, and Popondetta partly cloudy with some showers. In the Momase region, Lae City partly cloudy with few showers and possible thunderstorms. Madang, rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Wewak, cloudy with some showers and possible thunderstorms. And Vanimo, partly cloudy with possible few showers. In the New Guinea Highlands region, Lorengau, mostly cloudy with few showers. Kavieng, cloudy with some showers and possible thunderstorms. Kokopo and Rabaul, partly cloudy with few showers. And Kimbe, partly cloudy with some showers and possible thunderstorms. Buka, partly cloudy with some showers. In the Highlands region, Mount Hagen City, mostly fine. Goroka, Barnes and Kundi Awa, partly cloudy with some showers. Mendi, Tari and Wabeg, partly cloudy with possible few showers.
The weather update was proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
And that wraps up the news, sports and weather for Monday, the 15th of January, 2026. From all of us here, pleasant viewing and good night.
This news program was proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Gold Nuggets.